This world shall know pain. Almighty push!
Specialist type Nen users are said to be the vaguest of all the Nen users in the Hunter x Hunter series. These are the people whose Nen doesn't fit in any of the 5 other classes and powers that are ranged from being able to predict the future to stealing the abilities of other people. Evidently, the users of this Nen type are extremely powerful, and there are very few people in the entire series who are blessed with this aura type. Here are the top 10 strongest specialist type Nen users in Hunter x Hunter. Neon Nostrade. Neon Nostrade is one of the members of the Nostrade family who made her debut during the York New City arc of Hunter x Hunter. Neon is a capable Nen user despite not having trained in the ways of Nen. Her aura falls under the specialist category. Using her special powers, Neon is capable of predicting the future. With her powers, Neon's father was able to capitalize on the market and make a great fortune. Her power was stolen by Chrollo Lucilfer during the events of the arc, leaving her unable to use her ability for a long period of time. Hina. Hina, formerly known as Huron, is a chimera ant who worked as a captain under Leol. Although much of her abilities remain unknown, Hina is a powerful character, being a chimera ant with the ability to use Nen. She's also a specialist, making her exceptional when compared to others in some ways. Hina's specialist ability is to perform exorcisms, and so she can use her powers to lift Nen curses from those who suffer from them. While this ability may not come in handy in a fight, it is more than useful to have in a unit because of its invaluable power. Meleoron. One of the pacifists in the Chimera Ant army, Meleoron played a significant role in taking down Meruem during the Chimera Ant arc. Prior to turning into a Chimera Ant, Meleoron went by the name of Jael. Meleoron was weak for someone who held the title of a squadron leader. However, his Nen ability was extraordinary. Using his specialization skill, known as God's Alibi, Meleoron is able to make himself invisible and erase every single trace of himself, including his scent. He can't be touched, heard or seen when using this power. In fact, not even N can detect Meleoron when he is using this power, which is why he believed he had a solid shot at killing Meruem. Pakunoda. Pakunoda was one of the members of the Phantom Troop who hailed from Meteor City. Being a member of the Spider, Pakunoda was exceptionally skilled in terms of combat. Her Nen ability was something not to be underestimated either. Using her specialist ability, Pakunoda was able to read the minds of other people. What's more, that wasn't the extent of her powers, as she could even access their memories, making her ability frightening. Pakunoda also displayed the ability to find out the Nen types of others using her powers, along with the ability to share information with others. Leol. Leol, formerly going by the name of Hagya, was a squadron leader among the Chimera Ants, which automatically makes him a formidable opponent for most people in the Hunter x Hunter series. Leol was a specialist type Nen user as well, and his power was known as Rental Pod. Using this frightening ability, Leol gained the power to use other people's Nen ability for a short while under certain conditions. Having stolen multiple abilities, Leol had grown strong enough to the point where he could even fight against Meruem to some extent. Tserriednich Hui Guo Ruo is the 4th prince of the Kaken family, and one of the characters who make their way into the story after the events of the Hunter x Hunter anime. He's a very powerful person, being able to wield Nen with high proficiency. Tserriednich Hui Guo Ruo is a specialist as well, and his Nen ability allows him to see a glimpse of the future when he closes his eyes and activates his Zetsu. This vision is instantaneous, and when he opens his eyes, he sees time 10 seconds faster than the speed at which it is actually moving. While his ability may be confusing, he's certainly very powerful. Kurapika. The last known survivor of the Kurta clan in Hunter x Hunter, Kurapika is one of Gon's best friends, which makes him a main character of the series. Kurapika is exceptionally strong even without Nen, as seen during the Hunter exam arc. However, since then, he's come a long way and climbed his way to being among the strongest in the series. Kurapika is primarily a conjurer. However, when his scarlet eyes activate, he becomes a specialist. His special ability gives him 100% compatibility to any of the Nen types, which gives the power to train any skill to the absolute pinnacle. However, every second spent in this form shortens his lifespan by 1 hour. Neferpitou. Neferpitou was a chimera ant and one of the 3 royal guards of King Meruem. Their skill was impeccable, and their ability was said to be above the likes of Netero by Colt upon gauging the old man's Nen. Pitou was born as a powerful being, and with time, they only went on to become stronger. Their Nen type was specialization. Although unclear, much of their powers had to do with puppeteering. Neferpitou had the ability to use Dr. Blythe, which they could then use heal any wounds and perform surgeries on others. Furthermore, Pitou had an unknown ability, in which they could control themselves while making them stronger. This ability was active even after their death, and it enabled them to sever Gon's arm as well. Chrollo Lucilfer. Chrollo Lucilfer is one of the strongest characters in the entire series, evident from the fact that he leads the Phantom Troop. Chrollo has previously clashed against the likes of Zeno Zoldyck and Silva Zoldyck at once. What's more, he's said to have enough skill to possibly defeat Zeno Zoldyck when serious. Since he's on the list, you better believe that Chrollo is a specialist as well. Using his power, known as Skill Hunter, Chrollo is able to steal the abilities of other Nen users and use them to the maximum potential. However, there is a set of requirements for him to pull this off, all of which must be done within a span of 1 hour. Other than Skill Hunter, Chrollo also has the power to use Double Face, which is yet another powerful specialization skill. Meruem. Meruem is the strongest character to have existed in Hunter x Hunter to date, being called the pinnacle of evolution. As the king of the Chimera Ants, Meruem's power was beyond that of Netero's by quite a margin, which just goes to show his superiority over every other character in the series. Meruem was a specialist as well, and his ability relied on feeding on Nen to get stronger. The more he ate, the stronger he got. By the end of the series, he had grown to unfathomable levels but was killed through a deadly poison.